Hey everyone, welcome back. If you thought pixel graphics meant short, simple retro games, prepare your sleep schedule for total destruction. Today, we are looking at 10 massive pixel art RPGs guaranteed to steal 50 plus hours of your life. Let us dive in. Starting off our countdown at number 10, Symphony of War is what happens when Fire Emblem and Ogre Battle have a hyper nerdy baby. Instead of moving single units on a grid like a normal person, you organize entire 9-man death squads packed with paladins, archers, and literal dragon riders. Battles play out automatically based on how well you organized your little pixel army, meaning victory is 90% math and 10% praying. With a massive story campaign and limitless squad customization, it is a masterclass in tactical warfare that will casually hijack 60 hours of your life before you even notice your social life fading away. Coming in at number 9, Secrets of Grindea took over a decade in development, which is roughly how long it takes my dad to buy milk. But man, was it worth the wait. You play as a collector, exploring a vibrant fantasy world stuffed with snappy, real-time combat, absurd boss fights, and enough pop culture references to make a Redditor cry. On top of a massive campaign, you get housing, fishing, monster raising, and an entire separate roguelike arcade mode. It is a gloriously charming labor of love that delivers 50 plus hours of pure, cozy fun, or complete addiction, depending on how weak your willpower is. Landing at number 8, Crystal Project looks like a cute voxel pixel playground. But it treats you with the tough love of a disappointed parent. It throws away tutorial handholding entirely and drops you into a massive open world with one instruction: go figure it out. You hunt down crystals to unlock over 20 wild character classes, then use platforming mounts to reach secret bosses that will happily wipe your entire team. If you miss classic Final Fantasy job systems and want a game that respects your intelligence while kicking your butt, this indie gem will easily devour 70 hours of pure exploration. Taking the number 7 spot, Triangle Strategy is basically Game of Thrones, except everyone is fighting over salt and iron instead of dragons. You manage House Wolford through a brutal war, but here is the catch. You do not make major story decisions alone. You literally have to lobby and bribe your own inner council members to vote your way, turning big plot twists into nerve-wracking office politics. Combine that with high-ground tactical grid combat that rewards electrocuting wet enemies, and seeing every story path will comfortably cost you over 80 hours of political maneuvering.
実力差を教えよう。これ式の傷。
Sliding into number 6, Eiyuden Chronicle is the ultimate spiritual successor to Suikoden for anyone who misses the good old days. You jump into a massive continental war and get to recruit over 100 unique weirdos to your cause, including a giant shark man, a samurai, and an aggressive chef who fights with kitchen tools. Building up your town base unlocks mini-games, theater plays, and army battles alongside classic 6-player turn-based combat. It is a massive, warm-hearted 70-hour adventure that proves you can never have too many pixelated friends or useless side quests. Coming in at number 5, Star Ocean, the second story arc takes a legendary PS1 classic, slaps on a jaw-dropping 2.5D makeover, and lets you completely break the game balance. You choose between two main heroes, giving you two totally different story perspectives right out of the gate. Combat is real-time, flashy, and fast. But the real star is the absurdly unhinged crafting system, which casually lets you forge endgame laser swords or counterfeit money before you even hit Chapter 2. It is a massive sci-fi fantasy epic that will gladly steal 60 hours of your time while you break every rule in the book. Landing at number 4, Tactics Ogre Reborn is the undisputed granddaddy of isometric strategy RPGs, remastering a masterpiece that refuses to hold back. You lead squads of knights, archers, and mages through grid battles where standing on the lower ground gets you turned into a pincushion. The story is brutally dark, forcing you into ethical war crimes and moral dilemmas that branch the plot completely. Toss in endless class tinkering and a terrifying 100-floor endgame dungeon, and you have a 100-hour strategic masterpiece that will leave your soul feeling thoroughly tested. Taking our number 3 spot, Chained Echoes was built by a single solo developer, effectively shaming entire multi-million-dollar game studios. Set on a war-torn continent, you lead a ragtag party that eventually gets customizable giant mech suits to jump into and slap giant monsters around. The turn-based combat features a clever overdrive meter that forces you to balance your abilities like a juggler on a unicycle. With zero random encounters, fantastic pacing, and a world dripping with secrets, it delivers 50 hours of pure nostalgia without any of the old-school retro headache. Our runner-up at number 2, CrossCode is a sci-fi action RPG that feels like classic Zelda got injected with pure adrenaline and a triple shot of espresso. You play as Lee, a mute avatar stuck inside a virtual MMO who can basically only say hi while brutally murdering mechanical bosses. The real-time combat is lightning fast, letting you bounce elemental balls off walls to shred enemies. But fair warning, the massive mind-bending puzzle dungeons will test your spatial awareness so hard you might question your high school math diploma. It is a 60-hour masterpiece that hits every single right note.
My turn.
Taking our number 1 spot, Octopath Traveler II is an HD 2D titan that brings 8 incredible individual stories into one massive, gorgeous world. Where else can you play as a wholesome cleric in the morning and a suave thief mugging NPCs by night? The path actions let you rob townsfolk blind, challenge grandmas to sword fights, or bribe guards for gossip. Meanwhile, the boost and break combat system turns every boss fight into a high-stakes game of tactical poker. Packed with godly music, secret jobs, and optional super bosses, it is an easy 80-hour ride that defines modern pixel perfection.
I'm just getting warmed up. Good effort.
That wraps up our list of massive pixel art RPGs designed to obliterate your free time. Which one of these time sinks is going to ruin your sleep schedule first? Drop your picks in the comments below, and we will see you next time.